Hi guys, today I have another weekly makeup basket to share with you. I have to go back to work this week. My holiday is over. I did really like having the time to just play about with stuff and do crazy things. It was fun. It was fun. But it's time to knuckle back down, wear work appropriate stuff. Of course, I have my Urban Decay Primer Potion in here. I don't. Do I need to keep mentioning it? Probably not. You guys know it'll be in there, but of course I've also got my MAC Pan Lip palette in here. As far as other eye and brow products go, I'm keeping it very simple this week because I really want to just focus on and finish some things up. For eyeliner, I have the Brown Sugar from Avon. Just want to get this guy used up. The MAC Perfect Brow Sculpting Pencil. I've been deviating from this a little bit and using pomades, but I think if I just focus on this for the next couple of weeks, it'll get cleared out pretty quickly. And for mascara, I'm using the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme. Oh my god, I can't even keep my hands on it. I'm gonna call quits with the MAC mascaras that I have, even though they're not dry or anything. I don't like them, just period. I like what they do. I've said this in like several baskets in a row. I like what they do for my lashes. I like that they make them fan or lengthened or like volumized or whatever. But I don't like that they either run, smudge, or they take like days to come off. And like if I wear them for like a week in a row, my lashes are a mess for the week after. So don't ever buy MAC mascaras. They're horrendous. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Your lashes don't deserve it. For primer, I have these three guys. I have the Clarins Smoothing Primer, which I have actually really been loving, especially around here. I'm filling in some like larger pores that I have at the moment, so loving this guy a lot. The Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I promise that's what it was. And of course we have the Skin Illuminator, which I've kind of found a way of using this to make the Kat Von D kind of work for me. I've been mixing this guy with a little bit of the concealer that I popped in last week to lighten it. So I take a little bit of this, a big blob of this, and a single pump of the Kat Von D foundation and mix them together, and I get what's on my skin at the moment. It looks okay. Like, it doesn't look like death on my face. I don't feel like I look like an old lady right now. But my skin, like, it doesn't feel very hydrated or anything. So I might try and use a bit more moisturizer next time under this cocktail, but it seems to be working. I just need to amp up my moisturizer. So being as we're talking about concealer, let's talk about concealers. We have the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Concealer in C1. For some reason I said C10 last time. I have no idea why, but it's in the C1. And I actually find it's kind of similar to the Gotcha Covered from NYX and the Lancome one that comes in a tube. The Lancome one that comes in a tube that should be up there, but apparently isn't. The Ethicers one. Yeah. It's the same sort of really thick but thin. It's like, it doesn't look cakey on the skin, but it's got like a gummy consistency. It's very viscous, very gummy, very tacky, and it like adheres to the skin really, really well. That's what this guy does. It's same as what this guy does, the NYX Gotcha Covered, but as far as I'm aware, this has been discontinued. A lot of the stuff that I've used and loved from NYX over the years has been discontinued and replaced by this new stuff that's very trendy and very overpriced in my opinion, but that's a whole other video, I suppose. Let me know if you're interested in that. But we have the Revolution Pro Full Cover, as I've said 3 times already. The Touche Magique in Ivory Beige, which I don't think has a whole lot in it, so we might finish that off this week as well. and the All Hours Concealer from YSL. Foundation is no shocker. We have the Double Wear Light and the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. So, yeah. I think I've talked enough about those guys. For loose powder, of course, I have the Perfect Light Loose from number 7. For pressed powder, for touch-ups, we have the Matte Maker from Maybelline, which I didn't actually end up using a lot last week because I didn't really go anywhere and I wasn't out long enough to touch up. So, we'll probably get some use out of this guy this week. I think my blush is the same. Like, the rest of my face products are probably going to be the same as we were last week. For cream blush, I've got the Boho Chic, which I'm working on very steadily. The Sensuous Rose from Estee Lauder, again, working on steadily. I actually quite like the two combo together. I'm wearing Sensuous Rose very heavily today. Kind of liking it. I don't know if it's looking a bit crazy on camera, but in person, I'm quite liking it. I'm digging it. For cream bronzer, of course, you have the Colourpop in Aphrodisiac. I've actually changed the brush that I use this with. I've dug out my old F05 contour brush from Sigma. Remember when, like, back in, I don't know, like 2012, everyone was like applying their, was it the MAC 109 this was comparable to or something? I can't remember, but people were like applying their foundation with this brush, and then it was, oh, everyone did their highlight with it, everyone did their contour with it. It was like the all-in-one brush that everybody had to have, and then Sigma came out with their version. And I very rarely see anyone use this style of brush anymore. It's all like angled brushes or like an Ita type brush. But I don't really see many people use brushes like this for their contour or bronzer. But I think it works really well with the cream blush. For actual bronzer, of course, I have the Sunlit Bronzer in Ballet Dance from Becca. And speaking of Becca, we have the Opal, which has a massive pan now. And I'm also pulling out the Guerlain Cruel Gardenia, which I'll be wearing to work, and mostly using the Opal for when I use in tutorials. But I actually have this on really heavy today. I want to see how like heavy I could go before it would start looking silly, and I went in really heavy with it today, and I don't think it looks silly. Like, yeah, it's super glowy, but it's not like, oh my god, what have you done to your face, glowy? Which I'm happy with. So I might be this glowy all the time. just to try and use up this highlight. And now, I hope you're sitting. We come to the lip portion. I went really crazy, especially with lip liners, so let's get started. Starting with the liquidy type stuff, I've got the Resist Me lip gloss from L'Oreal. I have this on at the moment on top of a liquid lipstick and a lip liner. I really like how it looks. Although with all the talking I've been doing, because I've filmed a couple of videos before this, it wears off really quickly. So yeah, let's just slap some more on. I feel like it wears away really quickly. I have a matte version of this lip gloss in Amen. So if that wears away as quickly as this wears away, I might try and throw that in a project pan in the future and try and get it used up as well. Two liquid lipsticks, they're both lip lingeries. We have Teddy and Bedtime Flirt, which is the liquid lipstick I'm wearing at the moment. I've actually been wearing these two together, like putting Bedtime Flirt on and then putting Teddy in the outer corners, sort of like a optical illusion effect to make my lips look a bit bigger. I've actually also been watching a lot of mature ladies like makeup tutorials, and I mean, when I say mature, I've been watching like ladies in their 70s and 80s putting on makeup, and some of those ladies have to completely recreate their lip and make it last all day, and just watching them and getting some tips and tricks is kind of revolutionized like how I view doing makeup. If you're interested in this topic, I'll do another video on it. Because I have a lot of opinions on it and a lot to talk about. So I might do that video anyway, but let me know if you're interested. But I've been using these two liquid lipsticks and I want to carry on using them, get them worked out of my collection. I feel like I'm doing this segment in reverse. I am, but hey ho. I have 5 lipsticks. I have Nude Rose from Clarins. I will swatch it. It's a really nice pinky shade. Classic Matte from Dior, which is like a sort of matte deep rose shade. I kind of think those two would be nice layered together, actually, now that I think about it. And then we have the usual suspects. We have Crank from Urban Decay. We have Forever Striking from Max Factor. And we have Shanghai Express from NARS, which I had planned on wearing last week and just never really ended up doing it. I need to bite the bullet on that guy and just do it. Just do it already. Then we have all my lip liners. There are 8 lip liners. Yes, I am crazy. So first of all, we have a True Red from Avon. Then we have Coral. Just that to go there. And then we have Plumberry, which is the one of the 3 I actually tend to use most often. So there's Plumberry. And then we come to the 5 nude shades. And my thought process behind this is, these are all lip liners that are in Project Pans. I want to use them, and I always find that, as you do with pencil lip liners, you fill in your lips maybe once or twice and the tip's gone. And I hate having to carry a pencil sharpener in my makeup bag because it gets messy. I kind of thought of getting one of those like school pencil case sharpeners that have a little drum that you sharpen into. I might do that. So I figured if I have 5 nude lip liners in my makeup bag, all nicely sharpened at the start of each day, they can all get used. And then I can use lip liner every time I touch up my lipstick. It's genius. It's excessive. It's very, very excessive, but I think it's genius. So we have Mauve Moment from Max Factor. Brown and Nude, also from Max Factor. Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury. Spice from Estee Lauder. Just that guy. It's actually, none of these are similar. None of these are the same. And then we have Linen from Dior. 5 nude lip liners, none of which are the same colour. They're slight variants of each other, apart from mauve, because it's very mauve. So yeah, the idea is that when I touch up my nude lipstick, I will use a different liner each time so that they all get a bit of use. And depending on how much I have to touch up, I will probably wear down all the lip liners in the course of a day, which means they can all get sharpened every day. Excessive, but I think it's genius. I think it's going to help me get a lot more progress out of my lip liners, and I have been wearing lip liner a lot lately. The only time I've really been consciously using lip liner is when I've been using bright shades, because you need to crispen up the line a little bit more. But over the last week I have gotten more into the habit of doing a very full lip like I used to. I used to do a very high maintenance lip, and now I've gone back to it. I'm like, oh my god, what was I thinking of leaving them? I love my high maintenance lips. So anyways, I'm going to stop rambling here and tidy up my basket because it's now a mess, and get this off my hand before I touch anything. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.